Joe Zekas from NorthfieldBuzz. I'm on one of the side streets in Northfield, and it's typical of side streets in Northfield in many ways, not the least of which is that it's marked at the entrance with a sign that says no outlet. If you look at a map, it looks like at least more than half of the streets in the village have no outlet signs, and we just passed over a speed bump, which wouldn't appear to be necessary on a quiet street like this, but there's one here. I think one of the other things that you're seeing is the new construction that's typical of many of the newer homes in Northfield. They're large, tend to be brick, stone, rather than the wood frame houses or partial wood frame houses that are more common in older parts of Northfield. And they're likely to be priced well into the $2 million and up range in this size home. And I've reached the point at which no outlet takes on a real meaning here. We're just a block away from the street that we were just on, and as you can see, the housing styles are very different. Housing styles are extremely varied in Northfield. This appears to be late 50s, early 60s. Classic subdivision construction. Last time I looked, homes in this area were selling in the $600,000–700,000 range. But some of them were priced upwards of $1 million. Sidewalks, unlike some of the more rural areas of Northfield. It's Memorial Day weekend, so a number of people are flying American flags. And it's still mid-morning, so it's sleepy and quiet out here. The smaller one-story ranches that you're seeing here can sell for as low as the 500s. You'll see lots of families with young children as you drive around the areas of Northfield that have smaller homes. In part because we're close to Clarkson Park here. In part because Northfield seems to be affordable to younger families. Variety in the housing and in the architecture. It doesn't have the sameness that you'll find in many subdivision-oriented communities. And I've reached a dead end here again. I'm continuing my drive around of Northfield streets. In this case, I'm heading east in one of the eastern parts of the village of Northfield, but still west of I-94 Expressway. Here to see some of the amazing variety of housing that there is in Northfield, including what we just passed is a phenomenon that you're seeing more and more when the lots are appropriately sized, and that's teardowns, where single-story ranches are biting the dust and giving way to two-story brick and stone, larger homes. I'm back. You didn't know I was missing, but I was. I just had a brief interlude to talk to the Northfield Village Police Department, who were curious about the camera hanging off of my side window here. It's nice to know that the police department is both vigilant and curious about what's happening in the village. We chatted for a bit. They also have a major click it or ticket campaign going on today, so if you're driving through the village of Northfield, or if you're anywhere, don't ever forget to put your seatbelts on. But we're not here to talk about the police department. We're here to talk about some of the variety of housing that you see here, and it is varied. About to approach yet another of the endless dead-end streets in the village, so turning north at this point. And we're headed towards Clarkson Park, which we've stopped and visited in the past. You can see the little field house. The field that you see is flooded for ice skating in the winter time. There's a picnic pavilion. I'm now going to turn east on Willow Road. This is one of the few times that you're ever able to turn east on Willow Road without waiting for traffic. It's only a two-lane road at this point, and that's been the subject of controversy for about 20 years now. The village has been opposed to efforts to widen Willow Road to 4 lanes to facilitate traffic. And the state has been getting increasingly testing about that. Recently, I think they passed a near mandate to proceed with widening Willow Road. The main concern here is that the 2 elementary schools in Northfield are directly on Willow Road. Many of the children walk to school or walk across Willow Road to get to school. People are concerned about that.